If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel but are worried about the thought of putting yourself out there, I can completely understand, because in the beginning it can be pretty overwhelming, and I had my own doubts when I first started to post. However, seeing as we just started 2025 recently, I want to share with you why I feel this year is a pretty good time to take that leap. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Abdul, and I started my YouTube journey back in 2023. Although I'm a small creator, I feel like I've learned so much along the way. Not gonna lie though, in the beginning I felt very overwhelmed, especially when I saw larger creators and I started comparing myself to them, and the fact that I had to learn so much along the way. But honestly, I'm glad I took that step. As I continue to create more videos, I realized that it's not just about the numbers like what a lot of other people care about. It's actually how you develop throughout the journey and the skills that you learn. With that in mind, if you have been hesitating on making a start, then don't worry, because in this video I'm going to dive into the reasons why I believe that there's no better time to start than right now. The first reason I want to share with you why you should start a YouTube channel is because it will build up your confidence, and confidence is everything. In particular, I'm referring to camera confidence, because if you look at things nowadays, everything seems to be online. We're living in like the digital age, and even businesses and companies use software such as Google Meet, Zoom and Microsoft Teams to conduct their meetings and anything else important that they want to discuss. So having the confidence on camera is a really important skill to have. It took me a bit of time to get confidence on camera, and I'm not even perfect, far from it. Before YouTube, I actually used to do stories on Instagram about my fitness journey, and I would be sending video messages to people that I knew on Instagram and also on WhatsApp, and that got me comfortable with the idea of just recording myself. However, I would mute myself because I would cringe at my voice so badly. This is a common thing. I mean, a lot of people don't like the sound of their own voice. Eventually, I knew that if I wanted to start posting videos online on YouTube, then I had to get over the fear of listening to my voice. So one day I decided to just take the dive and publish my first video. But if you feel that this is something that you find overwhelming, understandably so I would just recommend that in the beginning you just record yourself. Don't need to send it to anyone and just keep it to yourself. But the idea is so that you can get used to seeing how you look on camera. Is very different to real life. Just like me, I don't exactly look like this in real life, but it's just so that you get used to it, and also the sound of your voice. And once you become conditioned to this, then you'll get a bit more comfortable seeing yourself on camera. Over time, as you get better, then hopefully you will build up enough confidence to actually publish your first video just like I did. And don't worry, even the big creators that you see, they started from rock bottom as well. So don't feel overwhelmed, because everyone has to go through that initial stage. The second reason why I feel you should start a YouTube channel this year is because it will help you to improve your speaking skills, which is so important. I mean, if you're trying to convey a message to someone, it might be something really important, whether it's at work or someone who is close to you, then you've got to know how to be able to communicate your thoughts properly and retain the meaning in which you have in your mind. So it's a very important skill to try and develop wherever you can. And the skills that you develop while you are creating YouTube videos is something that can be taken into the work life, and that's actually the beauty of YouTube, because you tend to learn a lot of skills when you are creating videos. It's not just about recording yourself and putting yourself online. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes, and those are skills that will carry you so much, not just on your YouTube journey, but actually in your working life. As you develop the skill of being able to speak on camera, you will notice that your confidence goes up and that you'll be able to express yourself properly as well. With more practice, you can even become a lot more persuasive, and especially if you are in areas such as sales or marketing, these skills come a long way. And again, YouTube is just such a great platform for you to practice your speaking skills. And finally, the last reason why you should start a YouTube channel this year is because you get a chance to learn more about yourself. And this is often overlooked because we're generally so focused on the end result rather than focusing on how we've developed throughout our journey. It's also important because you get to learn more about your strengths and weaknesses and areas in which you can develop. And as you indulge in more activities, you'll give yourself a chance to learn more about what you like and what you dislike, and maybe even, ask yourself that if you want to pursue that particular hobby or activity you've indulged in, you want to make it into a career or a business, or you want to teach people about what you have learned. And YouTube is literally the perfect platform in order for you to do that. And as you continue to make more videos, you may uncover another passion you would have had for something. For example, when I started editing YouTube videos, I realized that I really like video editing. So throughout the past year or so, I've developed a lot on my editing skills, and this is something that I would have only found out was a passion because I got into YouTube. So you just never know what could be waiting for you. When you just take that initial step, so many more opportunities open up for you, and you just never know where they could lead. Making videos requires a lot of time, so you would need to manage your time properly, and that's another crazy thing. Like, you're pulling in different skills in different areas. I mean, being able to manage your time is a very important skill. You're going to be using that a lot outside in the real world. And also being able to stay disciplined, because again, YouTube is one of those things that it's not a quick thing. It does require a lot of time and effort and patience, because as you develop your skill, eventually you'll notice over time that, because this happened with me, you'll notice that your skills will start to pay off in some way or another, and it's just about sticking with it long enough so that you start to see the results of the work that you have put in. And finally, the last point I want to mention on this is that YouTube is literally a platform which you can share your journey. So like, if you decided you wanted to start a YouTube channel today, you could literally over the next few months share with people how your journey has been going and everything that you've indulged in. It literally gives you the opportunity to do so many different things, and this is really an opportunity you wouldn't want to pass up on, especially this year. I hope this video has given you an understanding as to the plethora of ideas that you can implement with YouTube and the amount of opportunities that it provides for you. These are only some of the reasons why I believe you should start a YouTube channel, but I'm sure there are so many other ways that other people may have shared online. As you can probably tell, this is what I have experienced, and that is why I wanted to share that with you in this video. The new year has just started, so I really hope that this video has inspired you to actually take that first step and start your YouTube channel. I know a lot of people might be wondering if YouTube is saturated or not, but content creation is only getting much bigger, so you really wouldn't want to miss out on the opportunity to create your own space online and build your own community. And these are things that are possible if you are willing to take that first step. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you could like it and show your support by subscribing to the channel. And honestly, one last point, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed or overthink too much about it. I think if you just gather even basic equipment like even your phone and just a basic microphone, which you can probably buy on Amazon, but if you don't want to do that, that's completely fine. Just make a start, and you really never know where things could end up just because you took that first step today. I wish you the best of luck and a great start to the new year. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.